Hello everyone, I'm Overhaul and today we are talking about potentially the darkest chapter of My Hero Academia. And that of course is chapter 236, Teiko Shimuna's Origins Part 2. Or how it really should be called, the what the fuck was up with Hakoshi when he was writing this? Drawing it. Oh, when did he think this things through? Because this chapter is dark as all hell. I would say this chapter is so dark that it should go into seinen instead of shonen. Listen, how the heck did they? How the heck did Hikoshi manage to get this through those expectors and the chapters? How? But yeah, let's get into this chapter and why it's so fucked up in a good way. So yeah, we begin this chapter with Tomoa just hugging his dog, like you know how kid would, and then his quirk activating and killing his dog. Well, isn't that a good way to start a chapter by 3 panels in and already killing a dog? That's, man, honestly, one of the more innocent characters in this whole flashback. In fact, I would say the most innocent. But yeah, Tomoa sees how his dog is killed. Now, Tomoe explains that time he didn't actually knew he was this quirk. He thought this was just a horrible, double villain attacking them or something. Which, oh, he does become a horrible villain, so he's not totally wrong in that part. But yeah. Then Hana appears and... Ooh, this Hana, yeah, she should have appeared. And she comes and wants to apologize and to explain why she, well, made him look like the villain when their father came, and or to try to make things better with him, because she does feel guilty for basically writing him out. Well, not really writing him out as much as shifting all the blame on him. And Tomoe wants to talk to her, but he cannot. His voice doesn't come out, and his itches are getting worse. Now, sometime between him trying to scream and not be able to say anything, she comes closer. She's the dog's dad. I do think we find out the name of the dog, but I can't remember. I think it's Amon-chan or something. So yeah, she sees that, she like does the generic scream how a little girl would, like put her outside and start screaming. Gotta be honest, I'm not really a fan of the way her face was drawn in that panel, but it makes up more than makes up for in the final panel. So yeah, she starts running away. But then Tomo, or Tank, whatever you call it, he grabs her and starts to decay her. Now honestly, he doesn't know that it's his, and the fact that he needs to put all 5 fingers on he just grabs her by the skirt with all his 5 fingers. Now, the interesting thing about this is that it seems to be implying that more that Tomoe is in a panicky or rage or an overly emotional burst. He seems to be more he is in that state, the more faster the quirk spreads. Because if you remember, during his fight with Eraserhead, he held him like this. He was blocking his elbow, and it starts slowly decaying. But here it's instant. So this is implying that Tomoa needs to be in a burst of emotions before for his quirk to be quick or slow, which makes sense. So he kind of decays. Let us take a couple words to cry. I actually have a theory about her possibly still be alive and join Tomoa later, and her quirk was gonna be some kind of opposite than Tomoa's quirk, but no, she's that. I wonder if they're ever going to be able to bring her back by a guy who has a quirk that allows him to bring the dead people back. Well, even that's sure her body's completely decayed. In fact, we see a bit of her, like we see the blood and a bit of her hat or hair, or maybe like the pigtails she was wearing. And yeah, he did. yeah, it's horrible. Now after that, Tomoa starts itching, scratching, and he actually scratches himself so hard that he actually gets that scratch on his eye that he has. Yeah, I first missed that when I read that through the chapter, but then it was I asked someone and they told me where. Well, at least he got. Well, at least now we know how he got one of those scratches. And he also starts barfing out because he did just kill his sister or suck it, kill his sister. So yeah, now during this chapter, there's not too much dialogue. There's like a handful of talking with characters, and then there are some inner monologues, not monologues, just talking inside their heads, and a bit from the future Tomoa, like explain some things like at that time he thought Avila was attacking them, at that time I didn't know, but then after that point I knew, and then I got the killing intent. So yeah, basically that. Now before Hana got killed, she screamed for mom, and Tomoa's mother and her parents came out, and they see this horrific thing. I mean, let's be honest, so it is pretty horrific. I mean, we see a corpse of a dog, we see leftovers of what seems to be their daughter, bunch of blood, while the kids panicking, screaming, and barfing. So pretty horrific sight. Even if you are someone that's used to stuff like watching stuff like this, it's pretty horrific. So yeah, Dora again panics, and then and then he again uses control and starts to disintegrate the ground, which is another proof that it's more an emotional state. And he actually accidentally starts disintegrating his mother as well. Now, unlike grandparents, mother actually jumps in front of Tomoa and to comfort him, even though she's dying. Which, consider the way how it already reached her before she was moving forward, I think she was going to die anyway. So yeah, we get like this panel in which she tries to hug her, but as soon as she gets into the hugging range, she just decays. Also, one fun fact: yes, the way that that Tomoa's decay quirk worked did disintegrate their arms off. So yeah, it was some kind of an all for one intervention, but that still doesn't disprove the theory that all for one had something to do with this. I will talk about later. Well, not in this video, but in a later video. Not all for one's video that's going to come in October for Halloween. But yeah, it disintegrates. So yeah, she disintegrates. I'm going to show you kind of a bit what Toma was thinking at the time, or what the current Toma is thinking, in which is like, why did you all just took my dad's side and only told me to stop crying? Which is logical to think about. Like, they clearly was supporting him, at least in silence and all, but they were the other that did took their father's side. Like, until literally to this day, like a couple of hours, if you go by the fact it seems to be the middle of a day when Toba gets punished by his father, and currently there's purely night. And maybe it's supposed to be sunset, but I believe it's a middle of a day. But yeah, you kind of understand where he's coming from with this and why he hates everything. So yeah, his mom is there, we see his grandparents die, and now it's time for the douchebag to get killed. So yeah, I don't know if Tenko's Toma's father hears the screaming or just the everything being decayed, but he hears something and goes outside. And then when he comes inside, he sees horrific. At first, he's a bit freaked out, like what the hell, and yeah, he's completely scared of his mind. And then we see something, inside his head, or maybe a memory or something, in which he's like, you built this house for it to make for a happy family. Be a family, and We also have Thomas screaming out father, which is which is means that right now he does feel some emotion because previously he couldn't even say words. I mean, every time he's trying to say something, he was like not able to, but now he's able to. And he says it, and then he gets a bit close to her, but then Thomas' father grabs something. I don't know if it's. I think some people call it something to cut the tree branches or something. I don't know really. Just something that you would that he something just something something I don't know what just something to use as gun or something. Grabs it and then he like hits Thomas by a hand or by it. And I also believe that's where he gets the other scar on his face, the one that he gets on the lip. I do believe that because we do see that part out of his lip, that bloody stain. So yeah, Toba takes that and he gets like the murderous rage in it. He explains all the other ones he didn't have anything, but it's this one. No, this is where I want this him to die. So yeah, he like leaps forward to him and he touches his puts his hand on his father the same way how he puts his father's hand on his man on him and kills him. And we get this freakishly awesome panel or shot with Thomas' rage on how happy he is to finally kill his father. And we just end the chapter there with him laughing, with him standing over the remains of his father, laughing. The K has activated. The first, oh, this is the story with the K be activated. I also believe we might see the house being completely destroyed, but I can't remember exactly. So yeah, this chapter was pretty brutal. I don't wonder how they're gonna do that in the anime, but they're most likely just going to probably cut the gory stuff. Or just put it way down because this is pretty gory. I do wonder if in the next chapter we'll get the part 3 of the backstory or if we're just going to get to the present. Also, now that we have seen Towa kill his entire parents, we might also get to see how Dabi got burned from inside of his body to outside. Because let's be honest ourselves, if it was there any problem with seeing Dabi's backstory, we'll see how gruesome it would be for a kid to be burnt from inside to outside. But now we don't need to worry because we got to see Toba kill his entire family. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but anyway, this was one gruesome chapter. In fact, I wonder if Koshi made this chapter purely to see how gruesome can he make it. Also, if I remember correctly, this chapter came out this week, and there was a chapter last week. So how come during the culture festival he wasn't able to complete a chapter, but he was able to complete a chapter this week with awesome work, which is pretty much better than anything there. So how is that possible? But I did hear there are some health problems with Coach, so I guess that makes sense. So yeah, anyways, tell me how gruesome you think this chapter was. And I hope you liked this video. I hope you're gonna leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos in the future. And that's it. I can't wait to see all of you people next time. Bye.